Alrighty then. So, I know for a fact that I've got a new weapon for Igus. Here's hoping that it's actually better. Yeah, it's better. Slightly lower on the accuracy, but damn, that's a lot of damage. Also could have gone with that. Yep. Unfortunate that. Actually, all right. So yeah, I'm taking you with me because that's how I do. I vaguely recall. Yeah, that we were. I'm trying to talk to the doggo. Yep, and other such words. Yes. Did I feel in my heart that I got you a new knife. Yes. So yes, there you go. I got yourself some of that stuff there. Koromaru's seeming pretty happy and dandy. That's always good. Now get on my team, Woofsworth. Oh, that's a good one. And then, me brain's also trying to tell me, I vaguely remember. All right, well then I guess I probably gave it to myself. I vaguely remember buying a piece of armor and then remembering, I guess you won't have that outfit on anymore. But I guess that's not the case. Well, all right. Regardless, get on the team. And so begins my next level of training. If something interesting happens, I'll be sure to let you guys know, but otherwise, let's just zip-zop, zoobity-bop our way through, because as is, I don't think I'm strong enough to be able to deal with, the monster that killed me, what good, up on the 135th floor. So, let's get a little stronger first. Maybe finally make some stronger personas, and we'll see what we can do then.
It restores your health a little when you advance to the next floor.
Baller! Awesome! Okay, yeah, that's definitely a worthwhile thing to point out. Nice! That's exactly the type of thing that I needed. Alright, cool. Alright, so this has already made the training session more than worth it. But it shall continue. Even though, because I've barely done anything. Alright, so I have returned, and if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, I think I'm going to win this purely through nothing more than absurdly dumb luck. Because this table has some extraordinarily powerful spells, but luckily, I was able to get Throth, and he was able to use his incredible ability to heal people in order to sort of compensate, ultimately, in the end of things. So, despite the fact that I was brought to near death, and quite a few times characters did die, I was ultimately able to prevail. It was not simple, it was not easy, and I'd really rather not have go through that again, but I suppose technically it is still a victory, and a victory is a good one. I will always accept those. My goodness. I've also managed to get myself a fair little bit, a little bit stronger. Everyone's leveled up, I want to say, at least twice. So, I mean, it's not phenomenal by any stretch of the imagination, but, it's better. It's better. I also went to the Velvet Room, made myself some new personas, just in case you didn't see it while everything was all super sped up. This is what I'm currently working with. I still have Shisa, although I was finally able to have a worthwhile reason to finally dispose of Fortuna, I guess, because I keep thinking Fortuna has to be the name because Fortuna sounds ridiculous, but it's not. Regardless, I've got myself some, multi-hitting fires while also being, null to light. So basically, Succubus is null to both light and dark, which is pretty good. And that also has fire. I also got myself Clotho, because they got all sorts of wind spells. Granted, 2 of those came from inheritance, but still. It's coverage. We've got coverage. That is ultimately what we want to do. And seeing as how, first and foremost, let's save just to be on the safe side. It seems as if we are not on the verge of being so super tired that we need to leave, we can keep on going. I might be able to reach the barricade before I am able to actually get through it, which would be nice for once. I'd actually be caught up. So let's see if we can roll the dice on that and maybe make some magic happen, shall we? Let's do that. All right, let's go. Now, it's more than a little possible that there's more to this entire block than I was anticipating, and that we're just going to end up getting to another checkpoint boss, and in fact, not the blockade, but I'm daring to dream here. So, if all y'alls could just, you know, maybe sit yourself down a spell and chill your swill, then maybe we just might be able to use a little bit of that there optimism to fuel our ultimate endeavors. You dig? I think you do. For some reason, there are way fewer enemies. Well, that works out rather swell for me. Ooh, if I could maybe get some of that right there, now sure would be around a swell, it sure done would. So you guys may not have actually got the full skivvy on this here spear that I've started using. It's got a hell of a wind up on the damn thing. It's basically halfway between the sword and, the sword and the bow. The bow is a full-on projectile, and obviously better, but the spear does a pretty decent job of being able to hit things from far enough away on the outer field. I mean, in that particular instance. But as you can see, like, I hit the, like, and bow. Yeah, that was me hitting the button at the sound of the noise I made. All right, well, yes, hello. I guess if you, how could you help me? Well, you could help me by helping me kill this dude right here. All right, so, luckily for us, and there is a bit of luck to be had, I now have multi-hitting, like, all-encompassing light and darkness-based skills. So we're actually doing pretty well, all things considered. The odds of hitting them are still rather low, but more often than not, it's worked out pretty well. So far, every single time that I've tried to kill these dudes with these spells, it's ultimately worked out. Of course, now that I'm, you know, oh, all right then. I was going to say, now that I was talking about it and regaling you all with the fact that this sort of thing was working, obviously it was all going to completely fall apart, but it didn't. Somehow, miraculously, it in fact did not. And I'm all for it. I'm all right with this new world order of things actually going somewhat well for me in the end. I'm somewhat decently convinced I would have been able to defeat that evil table a little earlier. I just had to get the persona that had the Metarama on it, and now that I've got it, I'm pretty much, you know, I'm pretty much aces at this point. As long as something doesn't kill me in one fell swoop, then I'm able to pretty much stave off any of the damage long enough. Here doesn't have any enemies either. That's great for me. I'm gonna... Boop. There we go. It's basically a gargantuan back scratcher. The more you think of it like that, the less horrible the mind-boggling pain of being impaled might end up being for you. I'm just trying to help you cope the best I can. I never once said that I was any good at this. I'm not a licensed anything. I don't have a degree in literally anything, so you really just shouldn't be listening to me in general. Wow! Oh. Why you gotta be all like that? Just let yourself get slapped around a little. Indeed it will not. That is a big pain in the tuchus. All right. The enemy is going to attack on its next turn, which it will not live to be able to do. So, in that particular instance, your advice was incorrect. We just had to take care of business before it got the opportunity. And we done and did it. I can tell you that much, boy, howdy. Alrighty, so we still got ourselves going. Oh. There we go. I clearly missed that creature, but we're fine with it. Can do. I've got lots of methods of attack. All of them extraordinarily deadly. An all-out fatal strike. The only way I guess truly knows how to kill things. Aggressively and without mercy. Heart of iron, this gal. Alright then, so I did get rid of a bunch of my personas, but I also can't help to really want to just keep leveling up constantly. So if one of you guys could
My level of aptitude has increased.
See, that's exactly what I was hoping to hear. See, that's what we pay you for, I guess. I don't think we actually give you a pay. And even if we did, I don't know if you'd be able to find a use for it. But I'm just saying, it's symbolic. The point is, you're a very valued member of this team.
Now's your chance. Here's our chance.
And not just because you're, you know, a freakishly adorable robot girl. I won't lie. It definitely gave you a lot of mileage, but the fact that you're also incredibly helpful is a hell of a bonus. Let's throw that in there. All right. So I should probably grab a couple more personas. I mean, I've got myself a couple level ups. Not enough. I feel like the next real bar for super strong personas is, you know, levels that I can create is 48, and that's a bit of a ways away. It would take me a great deal of trips through Tartarus to get through that, so probably best to not really count on it. Although, fighting these fellows is always a very good way to try and make that happen. Because the shiny ones, if I can kill them, give me big time experience. And if I'm lucky enough to maybe get a shuffle time with an experience boosting modifier card, well, then we are looking absolute gravy times, let me tell you. Alright, so if you could just not be at a truly bizarre angle, that'd be swell. Alright, now we just wait. We stealthily stealth our way over and yatta! Yatta yatta! There we go. That gives me some leeway to start using my spells. There we go. Once again, we bring the monkey. When all else fails, summon yon monkey in a silly hat, and you will see salvation. Sometimes. I mean, for some people, it takes a little bit longer to reach said salvation. And let's be perfectly real, I've got the player advantage, so obviously he's not going down to this. Or he will, alright. I mean, if the game wants to prove me wrong by making me succeed, then boy howdy, I'll gladly take it. Although I sure wish you'd give me some shuffle times. But at the exact same time, that's still far more experience points than I would get fighting just about anything else. So let's just say I'm not actually complaining. It could be better, yes, but it's still phenomenal, and we should definitely take mind of that. Oh, and hallelujah! This looks like the end. Good job, everyone. You can come back to the entrance now. Yeah, hang on. Let me just make sure that this is, in fact, as far as I can go. The path is blocked, and you can't go further. Hell yes! All right. Old document 6. I can actually even give this to Elizabeth. That's friggin' nice. And I actually, yeah, returned. Whew. I thought I hit the wrong one. I didn't. Freaking awesome. Okay, so I'm now as far as I possibly can be before anything could even end up happening. Yeah, that's everything that I wanted and more. Well, yeah, you know what? Actually, it is more because Fuka leveled up and got myself that healing on while I going up the different floors thing. That's just helpful. All right, now I could just go in here, accept that get the super document thingy, and then turn it in immediately, and actually reap the benefits. Assuming it is, in fact, still here. Yes, retrieve the 6 old document. Apparently it gives me 5 beads. I ain't gonna say no to that. You seem to have completed a request. You met the deadline little by little. You're uncovering hidden truths that most humans will never be aware of. What does the world look like from your eyes? I'm sure you see it differently than before. That's the power of knowledge. Please accept your reward. Instantaneous full heals. Anything else? Not to my knowledge. Now I just gotta wait for the horrors of the full moon. As I hiccup. Excuse me. Alright then, I'm feeling pretty great right now. I managed to do literally everything that I wanted. And even got stronger at the same dang time. That was actually probably my shortest trip through Tartarus yet. Well, I say shortest. Granted, there was a strong 45 minutes there of me training, but, you know, for you guys, I imagine it's barely even been, I don't know, roughly 10 minutes by this point of being in Tartarus. Class is ended for today, so what shall I do with mine time? Well, it is a Tuesday, so we must ponder our various possibilities. Alright, so we're at rank 3, and I can go as far as rank 4 with this girl. Oh, Dai-san, you on your way home? Yee. And I'm almost positive we are not even going to advance there, so it's fine. Let's go somewhere for a while. And then for a while, we were, in fact, somewhere. if anybody were to see us, they'd say, yep, those two definitely spent some time together somewhere else. You feel your relationship growing stronger. It's getting dark, though, so you should probably head on out. She seems like a really nice girl. I wish I could help her with her issues. But the game won't let me without romancing her.
Hi, how was your day?
Conflicting. Daikun, have you been able to figure out why the machine in the command room is malfunctioning? Mitsuru-senpai asked me to take a look, but I have no idea what's wrong with it. Seems to break down once a month around, so don't worry, it doesn't affect our missions or anything. That sounds like your way of telling me that there's a new recording! Although, that's an interesting thing to say. That's right, basically every time a new recording has popped up, it's been attributed to basically, malfunctions or something to that effect, and you gotta go up there and check that out, sir. So, am I just really good with computers, able to fix it and see things that I'm not supposed to be able to see? I feel like I should be telling people that these are things, you know? Like, hey, guys, a lot of your personal secrets and embarrassing moments are videotaped and cataloged inside this machine. You might want to know about that. I've seen all of them. I won't say anything, but I have seen them, and boy howdy, I could say some things. Anyway, 9/20/2009, beginning playback. Oh, what the?
Door unlocked in 92 seconds. My time has improved.
You're timing yourself on being able to do that now, are you? Alright, it's a good thing you're an android, or that'd be wicked creepy. Yes, I shall now stare at him. All up in there.
Surface body temperature reads 98.7 degrees. No fever.
Okay, so actually, this is while I was sick, which means then I guess every night she, at the very bare minimum, I guess she busted in here to check in on me. Huh. A bit unorthodox, perhaps, but still massively appreciated. All right, then there you go. That means Aigis and Yukari showed at least a modicum of sympathy. They are truly the best characters in the group. That's just statistical fact.
At this rate, he should make a full recovery by morning. The pillow I prepared in the freezer will not be necessary.
Oh, dude, she does that too? Nice.
I mustn't stay too long, or Yukari-san will reprimand me again.
Anything else you want to say, though?
There are still 4 hours and 12 minutes until sunrise.
I can only assume she's got an internal clock in there somewhere.
I need only sneak out again before morning.
Which means I've got at least 3.5 hours of staring I can do. Yeah, I want to do that. Oh, aw.
I will keep watch over him for a little longer.
Again, a large portion of this is due to the fact that she's an android and not acutely aware of the intricacies of humanity and what have you, but what she's doing actually comes off as kind of adorable. Oh, that's not bad. All right, well, that's not, yeah, I'm okay with that. I don't know what her deal and obsession with the player character is. I'm not sure if we're ever going to actually get an answer for that, but, you know, aside from that little factoid, I mean, nothing, she's not doing anything wrong. I mean, she's sort of doing invasion of privacy, but I think you guys get what I'm saying, right? It makes some sense, right? Yeah, sure. Surely. I don't know, maybe I'm weird for not thinking it's weird, but like if it were any other member of the team, like even if it was Yukari, and I like her, even if she was the one busting in and staring at the character for hours, I'd consider that to be a bit of a red flag. But with Aigis, I feel like she's got a unique situation going for her that makes it, at the very least, more okay than it would be for anybody else. I think that sort of works. Anyway, Monksworth is not here. Oh, Monksworth. I can only assume he's palling around with a dang old freaking detective trying to find his dang old family. All right, I shall belt it out until there's nothing left to belt. And my courage has increased 20-fold. By a factor of what? I mean, obviously, you know, a very small factor. If it was by 20-fold, I feel like I would have immediately jumped to the maximum rank. But I didn't. But I didn't. Oh, how convenient that would have been. Oh, no gossipers. Instead, it is a Junpei. How's your lady friend up doing? You gonna tell me about that? Hey, how's it going? I mean, pretty good, all things considered. That's great. Same here. Let's own that next shadow and make the world a better place, eh? Well, somebody's definitely feeling motivated. Good for him. I'm gonna be honest, I did not anticipate that relationship going the direction that it ended up going. I really thought it was gonna sort of begin and end with the whole, you know, she's evil and is just going to trick him sort of thing. And she did do that, but unlike, say, a somewhat more a smarter person would probably cut things off there, but Junpei, you know, power to the guy. He is giving it his all into that relationship and trying to make something out of it, and it's looking like he might. And if he can, I mean, cool beans for us. That means one less person we have to fight. That's gonna make the inevitable battle with these people a whole lot less of a pain in the butt. Anyway, friendship growing stronger, relationship could grow stronger soon too. I don't know if what I can really call what I have with that guy a friendship. I really sincerely don't.
Where have you been?
Student council of all places. Next Sunday's most likely the day. It's nothing to worry about though, I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, as long as we're not dealing with anybody with electrical powers, and considering we just got done fighting a monster made out of electrical cables, I think we're okay. Well, you can count on me. Well, no we can't, Junpei. You're far too low-leveled, and even if you weren't, you never hit anything ever, so... Wait a minute. Is it just me, or does Iori actually sound serious for a change? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? It's supposed to mean that you always sound lackadaisical and without purpose. Anyway, our Noxed operation is coming up soon. I get more and more nervous as the day gets closer. It's true, with every encounter, the chances of death are feasible. The operation will begin on October 4th. We must prepare for it. And prepare for it, I feel like I have. Yeah, I feel like things are okay. I mean, obviously, they could always be better. I suppose there's not anything really stopping me from jumping back into Tartarus and leveling up even more. I mean, really, the only thing stopping me would be the fact that, I mean, I already had, like, a gargantuan training session already, and I don't really want to immediately jump back into one, so I'm cool with spending our days talking to fools and, you know, maybe advancing some social links here and there. That'd be nice. And then getting ourselves into our next super battle. That is what I am okay with doing. But first I must belt out some 80s tunes. And so I done and did. I feel like it's been a long time since I've actually managed to, like, move to the next stage of higher level intelligence and academics. Surely I've got to be getting, like, something vaguely resembling close, right? Alright, well, I didn't advance, but I also didn't get sick, so, you know, that'll work. That'll work. Whatever the game is willing to give. And I also remember, talk to everybody in the group, they might have oil. Gotta give that to Elizabeth. Because the return date is literally tomorrow. Oh hey, we're back to our winter outfits. We have to wear winter wear from now on. It's so heavy, my shoulders hurt. It's a coat! But I looked in the pocket and I found a lost possession. My shoulders hurt too. Plus I hear weird voices, and I got a headache. Possession! The first bell has rung. Yep, that lady is definitely chock full of ghosts. That is an unfortunate state of affairs for them, I've got to say. They have my sympathy. Oh great, it's Crazy Helmet Man. I'll finally get to tell you about Masamune date today. I couldn't sleep a wink last night, I was so excited. Let's get started. We'll begin with Date's early life in 1567 at Yozawa Castle. You feel tired. But I need the academical points. Thus begun his rise to power. We're out of time. What's your next class? Composition. I'll have to talk to Miss Torumi later. I better bring some cake. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, I didn't even get to learn anything from that. That's the first time it was actual, possibly information that could be considered learning. and the game didn't even give me any of that. Oh, no, but they're more than happy to give me, like, 720 different paragraphs of a guy talking about numerology. Oh, my God. I physically do not understand why it is like this. Alright, well, I know that I can definitely hang out with you for a little bit longer. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. Yes, let's go somewhere for a while. For a while. For a while, yep, for a while. Tucking in the library, doing what you can now. Hey, 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 woo boo da da, chicka bit da could get stronger, but will it? I don't know. Because I'm kinda running out of things I can possibly do with my daylight.
Greetings.
Certain days I'm not able to do literally anything because the male social links aren't available. And I've kind of already made a solemn vow to never talk to that one dude. So it's not like I can immediately go against that and start talking to him in my free time. Hell nah. Hell nah, I say hell nah. It's a matter of principle and pride at this point. I don't care how upset people are inevitably going to probably become because of that. What started as a stupid joke has evolved into a legitimate code of ethics. I feel like that's overselling it. The point is, I'm not talking to him. Now, let's just take a gander on over. Monksworth, please be here this time. He is! All right. We're not going to finish off the social link, but, well, inch slightly closer towards its resolution. It's something. You feel your friendship growing stronger. And it could get stronger soon. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I didn't really know how else to follow that up. So, nah, let's... I don't feel very confident in doing that. Sure, we've had 3 of them go just fine, but what are the odds of a 4th time? Not very likely, I would imagine. I forgot to get the oil. See, this is the problem. I mean, there's a lot of problems, but yeah, sure, leads. The problem that I frequently face as a Let's Player on a personal level is that I spend so much time trying to fill the air with potential humor and yucks and other things of that nature that I generally end up just kind of going with the flow, and in setting my motor skills on autopilot, I have a general idea of what I'm supposed to be doing at any given moment, you know? Like, I have my rhythm now that I've been playing this game for long enough. I go to this place, I talk to this person, go to this place, do that, blah, 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 lather, rinse, repeat until the next event. So when I'm talking over myself constantly, trying to think of new things to say to maybe entertain the peoples, I, end up completely forgetting when I need to deviate from that consistent rhythm and schedule in order to do different things. It's an excuse, and it's a pretty bad one, but... there it is for you. Oh well. Only Hitoshi is here. Sorry, it was a quick meeting. Everyone left already. It's actually kind of nice not having those hyenas around. Y'all just do not make yourself pleasant to be around. Hyenas? Really? I see the way they look at me, judging me for my extraordinarily asshole-ish behavior. Hitoshi seems troubled in several different ways. About the cigarette butt in the boys' bathroom. I've been trying to track down the culprit, but miraculously, it's rather strange, honestly. No matter how many people I randomly choose in the hallway to shake down, I never get any new information. It's almost as if my strategy for doing this is somehow inherently flawed, but obviously that can't be the case. As you can see, the meeting's over, so you can leave if you want. But I just got here, and I'm supposedly a friend of yours somehow. I see. If you're not in a hurry, can you spare a few minutes? For what specifically? A man without position, honor, or education? What can he cling to as he struggles through life? Sincerity, a man once told me. Do you want to know what happened to that man? Well, given the extraordinary grimace on your face, I'm gonna go ahead and say probably nothing good, so you decided to stop being sincere. While gathering information for a story, a TV anchorwoman was injured on the job. The executives for the TV station called it an unfortunate accident. But when a magazine learned that they were hiding something, the execs pointed the finger at the scriptwriter. They said it was the writer who had concealed the truth. He was made into a scapegoat. That man is currently serving time for perjury. It was he who taught me the meaning of sincerity. In today's society, the weak are preyed upon by the strong. You can't survive on sincerity alone. And yet, despite how many times I inevitably end up hurt by people because of it, I refuse to live my life in any other way. As for me, Tycoon, I'd like to build a corporation where everybody is treated fairly. I mean, respectable and admirable, but that's difficult as all hell, my dude. Sure, you might have the best possible intentions, and you might try to oversee as much of it as you possibly can, but if a corporation becomes big enough, there's gonna be some kind of subsect of a branch of something. There's gonna be a bad egg somewhere in there, and he's gonna make life miserable for people. So, unless it's a real small company with a very tight-knit group, then odds of that are rather slim. But he's opening up to me, and, I mean, I'm seeing a positive quality about him at ranks, what, 6? So, I mean, at least we're getting something. So we're getting somewhere from here. Maybe, just maybe, I can actually help this guy be slightly more chill? Just a little bit? Well, seems like we're done here. I'll walk with you to the door, but no further! We decide to go back to the dorm. And to the dorm I most assuredly walked.
Oh, hey!
Howdy! There will be a full moon the day after tomorrow. Only 3 shadows left. We're almost done. Alright, I don't suppose there's any chance of me being able to just talk to you all and maybe one of you still having oil. Next battle is going to be difficult. If you're not prepared, defeat is probable. Have all your items and equipment ready for battle. Hey, Igus, I don't suppose you're the one to have oil. To be victorious, you must offset your weaknesses. This may be difficult for every team member to do, however. So please be aware of everyone's weaknesses. Oh, I'm acutely aware of everybody's weaknesses, trust me. Like, quite literally everybody. How you doing over there, Ken? I haven't talked to you in forever. Hey, how are battle preparations going? They're right on schedule, y'all. Good, let's do our best. All right, then. So what if I just said, nah, I mean, we're probably gonna die. You like living here? I could take it or leave it. Take it or leave it, huh? That's cool, man. That was the right answer for his lone wolf styles. I mean, like, yeah, you know, it's not bad. Could be better, whatever, you know. In that kind of way that characters like him tend to be. Silly, silly, silly. I got nothing against that character type, mind you. It's just, it's always fun to see that kind of thing played out earnestly. And you know, they give him enough of an edge to, you know, to not make him like a, you know, a stock example. He's got nuance, at least from everything I've seen so far. And I'm sure there's gonna be more, considering we don't know his entire deal yet. Anyway, it looks like it's time to finally end our talks with this dude. How is this story going to end? We're about to find out. Maybe this is divine guidance. A detective called me and said he found my wife and son. He said they're running a small restaurant, and I guess it's pretty popular. My son's married and his wife's pregnant. That makes me feel so old. Quite honestly, you already look like you look old enough to be a grandfather of 15 years. So, just saying. I decided I'd leave after I saw you, so I'll be going tonight. I won't be back until they've forgiven me. I see. I'll get down on my knees if I have to. And if my son wants to sock me in the face, well, that's fine too. I've been thinking about what I'm going to say to my wife, even though I'm not so good with words. I'm going to say, I want to recite the sutras with you by my side for the rest of my life. Well, how's that sound? Not that great, honestly. You don't know nothing. She's going to burst into tears when she hears that. I mean, okay. If that was the right answer. Even though I'm a monk, I'm still attached to my family. I guess I'm a worldly monk, eh? And I finally faced the fact that I was drinking to hide my true feelings. Isn't that what 99.9% of all alcoholics do? They can't face their feelings or their problems, so they just drink. I don't know enough about the subject to really be talking about that. I have a biased perspective, so I'm coming from a place where it might not be fair, so I'll leave it at that. I feel so free now. It's all your fault, kid. You reminded me of my son. Maybe Buddha sent you to help me. I gotta admit, I believe in fate. If I hadn't met you, I'd never have seen my family ever again. I owe you, kid. I mean, I've quite literally done literally absolutely nothing for you. Literally. I have done nothing. I have sat on this couch and listened to you ramble at me 10 times. Okay, well, a couple more times. You know, there were all the times where I didn't actually advance the plot, but still. All right, well, the bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The Tower of Arcana hath been set free. We bestow upon the power to create Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu, you say? Fancy schmancy, pantsy, and a dancy. The unusual monk social link has reached its ultimate level. Your Tower Arcana is beefed. If you can ever find a persona of the Tower Arcana to be able to even make. So far, I found none. Here, take this. It's a goodbye gift. Obtained a reserve tag. When you mix coin Taru with white rum, lemon juice, and ice, you get a cocktail called XYZ. Movies and manga often use the initials XYZ to symbolize the end of something. But I think of XYZ as the best. Plus, it tastes so good going down. Yeah, I'll literally never use it for that, ever. And I'll be praying that your future is XYZ. So long, kid. Why do these social links end with me never actually being able to see the character ever again? What happened with the Hermit, it happened with the Hangman, and now it's happening with the Tower. Like, characters are just irreversibly peacing out. All right, then. Well, I guess we'll literally never know, unless we get some kind of epilogue for characters later. I mean, I wish him the best, but if I'm being entirely honest, the odds seem rather stacked against him. I mean, if his family was so content to be away from him and never bother contacting him up to that entire point, I don't know, I just feel like the odds are slim. Not impossible by any stretch. He could, in fact, make an attempt to repair things, but I don't know. I guess nothing in this world is impossible. The lost seem to be growing in number. I mean, but why? I guess use your mighty Androidian brain. I cannot explain why, but our highest priority should be eliminating the remaining shadows. The moon will be full tomorrow. I shall accompany you in battle. Heck yeah, you will! I find it ironic that the bulk of what Aigis can do is specifically just physical attacks, and I've pretty much this entire playthrough kept going on about how physical attacks are absolute bupkis. But I just like Aigis too much to not do it. So, yeah, she just has to be part of the team. Just the way it is. I hope you guys haven't forgotten that exams start in 10 days, 2 weeks from Tuesday. If the class doesn't do well, it'll be my fault, so you better all study hard. Well, let's open to 125. The younger generation is creating its own language in cyberspace. I'm no computer nerd, but I've mastered the leet speak you all use online. Well, okay. So I was trying to keep this to myself because I could have been wrong and maybe I was talking out my ass, but... Okay, so the Hermit Arcana, it was a female teacher who definitely works at this school. It's her. It's gotta be her. Which also means that she has a crush on the mayor character, which is interesting. Anyway, yeah, if this little piece of dialogue hadn't popped up, I would have felt relatively confident, but now I'm positive. This is Maya. It's useful. Leet speak is definitely one of the least useful things ever imagined. I quite honestly feel like you'd get more mileage out of learning Pig Latin. But I want to keep hearing her talk. I even come up with my own internet slang. Not only is it totally unreadable, it's impossible to tell whether it's gibberish or real sentences. With my flair for cryptology, I could be a government spy. Yeah, that's what I'll shoot for. Interesting lady. And, I mean, I'm 27, so I can say she's pretty and it's not weird. Anyway, moving right along. In search of good times and good news, with good friends you can't lose, this could become a habit. All right, well, let's talk to you. Would you like some company? Yes, yes, as a matter of fact, I would. Yes, then let's go somewhere for a while. The only way to ever go is a while. Meanwhile, at a cafe, the rich aroma of coffee fills the air. It makes you want to puke your guts out profusely. The time flies while you sip your dronks. Is it just me, or is the air conditioning in here too strong? I feel lightheaded. I've never known extreme cold temperatures to produce lightheadedness. If anything, it's extreme heat that does that for me personally. I haven't been feeling well lately. I couldn't even finish my lunch today. She looks pale. Oh no! Are you sick? I may have caught a cold. I'm sorry, Dai-san, but can we go to the drugstore? Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't want you feeling all oogie. Oogie googie and full of the goose. That ain't no good. I'll go get some medicine. I'll be right back. I'll wait out here. What's your hurry, girlie? Going to your boyfriend's? What do you want? Uh-oh. You just came out of the drugstore, right? What'd you buy? Hum. Well, the fact that this man is being labeled as creep, that's not too good. Leave me alone. Go away. Dai-san. I mean, I will stand threateningly. Hoo-hum. Who are you? I was making sure she was okay. Yeah, well, the game very conveniently labeled you as a creep, so I'm going to assume you're a creep. But I have to get going. My favorite anime is on now. I mean, that's relatable as hell. I'm glad, though. I thought you were gonna hit him, Dai-san. I don't physically assault people unless I literally have no choice. I wouldn't want you to fight because of me, but just now, you were, you helped me, Dai-san, and I'm not scared anymore, but why am I still shaking? I will speak to her calmly. You're rattled, is all. Don't worry. If you say so, Dai-san. Thank you. I'm okay now. There we go. Why all of a sudden do I feel short of breath? Because you might have come down with a cold. Dai-san, she seems to truly appreciate your help. The relationship has grown stronger. And now I have to do the absolute horrible and just kind of leave it at that. Great. Yeah, well, knowing that she apparently becomes, like, romantically involved with you at rank 5, yeah, I think I know what she's feeling right now. And I'm trying to let it down simply. It seems Chihiro is flustered. The relationship is becoming more intimate. I really must be sick. I feel like my face is all flush. By the way, thank you for saving me today. I doubt the guy would have actually done anything to you. There's far too many people around. Somebody would have done something. Excuse me. I hope you feel better. You decide to go back to the dorm. I wish her well. Man, when this game is done, I'm gonna have to, like, look up all of the various social links in this game to actually see how they conclude. I could see myself playing this game maybe 2-3 times total, but one for every single girl, that seems a bit excessive. Anyway, tomorrow the moon will be full. I'm sure a shadow will appear, so be ready, y'all. Oh, I'll be ready, y'all. Koromaru, I don't suppose you want to go for a walkie? Why are you not going for walkies? What am I supposed to do now? I have literally nobody to talk to at night anymore. What the hell am I supposed to do? I just have to eventually I'm gonna sing so much karaoke that I become a badass. And that's literally a sentence that's never been uttered by humans ever. The weekends. I can't even do that. How much money do I have? Decent chunk. All right, the arcade it is. Various arcade games are in. All right, what can we play? Quiz game. I guess that would probably boost academics. You tested your master of trivia against players from all over Japan. Your academics have increased, but it's getting late, so you should probably get your nerdy ass over to the dorms. What will you do? Study and then sleep. I really shouldn't have done that, considering what we're about to do. You have decided to study. Be kind, game. You're feeling sleepy. Whew, all right. Really would have sucked if I ended up getting tired or sick before I ended up having to go into a bus. My goodness, would that really have been terrible. But all right, I'm feeling strong, I'm feeling good. I think we should be able to take care of this, no problem. The moon will be full, so a shadow will appear. You decide to stay home to conserve your various energies. You meditate for several days. Assuming you woke up at, let's say, 8 in the morning. You just kind of chilled in your room for over 12 hours. For no reason.
I've located the target.
Nice. Where be?
It's in the plaza in front of Iwatodai Station.
Cool beans. Let's go.
This will be the 10th.
Indeed. I also know how to count.
Only a few left. But let's worry about them one at a time.
Assuming they come one at a time. Just kidding.
You say that, but... Well, then again, I mean... We did end up fighting 2 of the Arcanas at once. At least twice.
Yukari-chan, how did you know? I sensed 2 of them.
Womp, womp, womp. Ah, butts.
Are you serious? Me and my big mouth.
You fool! You shouldn't have done it.
Where's Shinji?
I don't know.
He just notified me that he'll meet up with you later.
Oh. Well, alright then, I guess.
I didn't ask any questions.
Because frankly, that guy terrifies me.
Figures. He's always played by his own rules.
He's a renegade cop with nothing left to lose.
It's okay. At least he's coming, right?
I mean, theoretically.
Yeah, not like someone I know who missed last time.
I mean, on one hand, I feel like we shouldn't give him crap because he was technically kidnapped. But on the other hand, it was because, quite frankly, he did something really stupid that he shouldn't have. But then on the third hand, that theoretically does not even exist because nobody has 3 hands. Well, I guess some do. But it's rare. Then I guess ultimately that probably leads to maybe Chidori turning face. I mean, let's split the difference and give Junpei some crap.
Hello, I was tied up, remember?
Indeed, I remember. And whose fault was that?
Sheesh, give a guy a break.
I will cut you exactly 2% slack. Because you still wear that dumb hat.
Wait, Ken-kun isn't here either.
Oh, mamma mia, now what's going down?
Hey, Junpei, go get him. That'll be your punishment for last time.
Punishment? What is this, kindergarten?
I mean, you'd fit.
That little shit is more trouble than he's worth.
Wow. Dude, this is quite literally the only time Ken has even been remotely inconvenient at all since we've met him. Quite frankly, if his main problem is the fact that he blends into the background and doesn't really get involved in anything, I barely remember he's even part of this team. That was just rude.
All right, let's move out. This time, there are 2 enemies.
Which means twice the chance to fail.
We'll determine our formation once we arrive.
I've already decided what it is, and literally none of the characters I use are disposed, so we're good. Just don't have electric powers. The odds of that are slim, so I'm hoping for it. Doggo power!
There they are. This is the way we go to school. We've got to protect this place.
If we simply must.
It seems like they've been waiting for us.
It kind of seems like all of the shadows have been kind of doing that.
Where's Amada?
I did... Oh, right, Junpei, you were supposed to, like, get him.
It wasn't in his room, so who knows?
I looked in one place, and then I decided, good enough, and gave up. Guh.
Damn it, Shinji, where are you?
I think we should hurry. They look like they're about to make their move.
All right, let's decide on a team and engage the enemy.
It would be really kind of hilarious if the game was able to, like, track who I keep constantly using all the time and just go, hey, we should figure out who's gonna, what am I kidding? All right, just go grab the usuals and go leave. Like, that just would be hilarious to me. I have no idea, but we've got monsters to fight. And there are 2 of them this time. We must prepare for a difficult battle. I'm as prepared as I'm ever going to be. Koromaru, I'm also going to... I'm not even talking to you! Check yourself! I'm talking to the dog! Yeah, getting Koromaru up in this thing. Up in here, up in here. Alright then, so here we go. Are you ready? As ever. Let's see if I can find my way around this little predicament. I have a spear! Oh, well that's an interesting combo.
I'll keep you informed. Please be careful.
Alrighty. Here we go. So, is this number 10 and 11? Oh, that can't be good. What do you think that's about? Is that a Rose Storm shield?
The fortune one anymore. The strength one must have done something.
Bummer.
You can't attack it right now. Concentrate on the one whose arcana is strength.
And man, if anybody doesn't know my Rose Storm reference, I'm gonna be really upset. Alright, well, that being said, I suppose if we can't do anything about that one over there, we'll just have to weather the storm and hope for the best. Forgot Yukari was in a damn swimsuit. Alright, let's see. Well, let's go with electricity and see what we get out of it. Snip snap. Not great numbers, let's be real. Not great, could have been better. Alright, let's get him the old wind attack.
Careful, the enemy's strong against light.
Yeah, so basically instant kill moves, you know, those things that wouldn't work on bosses anyway, don't use them. Never would have guessed that one. Can't even analyze the other one, huh? Alright then. Well, let's see how you do with a bomb to the face. Surprisingly, or perhaps unsurprisingly, it did pretty well. Alright, medium fire damage to all foes, medium fire to one foe. Are you feeling it? Nah. It was the funny number. Wheel of Fortune! Oh god, it's the Price is Right!
What is this? Roulette?
Really? Okay. Alright. I mean, that's not as bad as it could be.
Yukari-chan is unconscious.
Really? This is what we're doing right now, huh?
That wheel's effects depend on where it stops.
Oh, does it now? I never would have guessed.
Red is bad luck. I hope it doesn't come up.
Yeah, I've literally never seen a fortune wheel before. A roulette table? Come on. Good lord. Who hasn't at least been made aware of something like that at some point in their life? Get off of that. Alright, so that was obviously not ideal. Bammo! And, not 100% sure what the best course of action is here. So, I'll just boost your HP a good amount and hope that it decides not to decide to just wail on her again. Alright, so red is bad, huh? Alright. Okay, it's the bad one, but it was blue, so... Ah! Alright then. So it just needs to land on blue. I can make that work. Thank God Igus is built like a freaking truck. Let's see. You still haven't learned the next level of heals, huh? That's okay, that's okay. Just do what you can. Just make them numbers work the best you possibly can, Yukari. We appreciate your contributions. And I will stab at thee. Decent damage. Kablamo! And with due time... Yep, my standard physical attacks do more damage than my magic ones. I can't help but feel like that happens a lot. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright. Just kinda have to hope we're on the blue. So, defense down for enemies. Man, I can see how the fortune monster would be monstrously annoying, but it's completely luck-based, so... Nice! Hell yeah, Koromaru! You've got it going! Alright, well... You got lower defense, so now is definitely the time to smack you around real good. Aw, her attack reverted. Really? You couldn't have held out a single turn longer? Alright, well never mind. I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway. This is just gonna keep on happening, huh? I mean, my luck is going to run out. I'm going to end up having to deal with a bunch of bad noise going on here in just a moment. Bloop! Miraculously, it just hasn't happened yet. Alright. I mean, I feel like it's gotta go poorly for me eventually. Uh-oh. That's an all-hitter. Yeah, that's a big time ouchie pouchies, let me tell you. All right, not ideal, but we'll make it work. And please hit this thing. Thank you. Wow, I'm doing more damage? That's crazy town. So I'm really gonna have to do this every single turn, huh? All right. I'm not sure if there's actually a strategy to this or if it really is just dumb luck, but bloop. Yeah. I'm being like absurdly lucky right now, right? Like, surely that is what is going on right now. Dumb luck. Yeah, I don't really feel all that bad. Huh. Okay. I mean, my luck's gotta run out eventually. That's the problem, you know? I almost feel like I wish it was just being bad this whole time so that I would be due for good luck later. But as it is, I'm just kinda, I don't know, reaping up a very large supply of bad juju. Thank you with your flippy styles, Mr. Dog. Your styles of flippitude are ever so much appreciated. Oh, I don't know what any of these even are. No, these are status ailments. All right, yep, now's the time for luck to go bad. Okay. I'm mentally prepared. Will that even work on them? Yes, I guess it will. This is strange. All right, well, that's good, because I sure as hell really wish you wouldn't do that kind of an attack. Lord knows I have dealt with enough charm attacks. Really don't want to do anymore, if at all possible. All right, well, yeah, I guess so.
That didn't take it out. An unexpected turn of events.
Just, yeah, I guess status ailments really do make critical hits just better. Nice. All right, well. You'd think they would eventually start rigging this thing to be less likely to work in my favor. Okay. If I somehow don't get a bad draw on this one, I'm gonna think there's something weird going on. I am concerned. Sure, it's not the best possible option, but I'm still not getting hurt. This is very weird. And now we've got to deal with this. But it didn't work. All right. That's completely fine by me. Booyakasha. And Krakatoa. All right, keep bringing down your roulette wheel. Oh boy. Yeah, sure, it works out great for me when it does, but when it comes to roost, it's gonna roost hard. Is this fight oddly programmed, or I'm legitimately kind of concerned and confused. All right, don't I have something in here that might like make this work out even better for me? Hang on a second, let me just see here. Yeah, briefly raises the entire team's strength. Yeah. If there's a chance of us being able to hit critical hits, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't want to do this. Just keep on doing bonus damage. Even if it's not a crit, I mean, it's still bonus damage. Hell yeah. I have no idea what about that attack made it any more critical than any other, but we take them. All right, still waiting for this game to kick me in the butt. I'm honestly kind of confused that it hasn't happened yet. Bloop. You gonna... Huh. Alrighty then. Alright.
John's been charmed. Use Charmed.
Yep, that was the plan from the start. I don't really know if you had to use charm magic on the dog. I feel like you could have just thrown him a piece of bacon and he probably would have turned against us. That's kind of how the dogs do. Alright, well, just take him on home. Because this monster is just about donezo. And here it comes again. I mean, I guess due to the amount of numbers going on here, I'm only winning like 50-50s. So it's not like it's inconceivable, but... Ah, here we go. All right. I know this is bad for me. Okay, but even, you got to admit, even that's really kind of a, not that big of a deal. That it sure do. Hang on. Do I have something that maybe panic, fear, and distress? No. Okay, so I think I want to use this on him because he's going to go before Igus does. Yes. All right. And then Igus can continue to do her badass super damage. And in fact, I should actually probably try to hit more than once while we have this attack buff going for us. And... Ballyhoo! Like, that was a very small amount of HP to regain for an enemy. Alright. Here we go again. Wheel, turn, 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 and the bloop. Okay. That's just going... I mean, yeah, their attacks are going to hit harder, but so is ours. Yeah, see, that... I didn't want to assume that was going to happen. I just really kind of hoped.
I detect fortune again, so you can attack that one now.
Cool. All right. Oh, but now our attacks go back to normal. Of course.
I'll scan the target.
All right. And now I'm just left wondering, like, do you have an especial... No, there's literally nothing fancy or special about you. You just... Nice!
Let us commence with an all-out...
Yeah, let's just go for it. I was just wondering if maybe this creature would have been a little weaker. But, no. The answer was no. All right, well, I guess we'll just keep on doing what we're doing. Although, aha, there we go. I was waiting for this. Okay, now we've got a problem. Considering this is literally its only attack, it makes sense. Whatever. Worst case scenario, there's nothing that I can't just, you know, heal off. Quite frankly, I was surprised that it didn't do that a whole lot sooner. Then again, that actually raises a bit of a problem now, doesn't it? Yeah, that means status ailments are more than most likely going to end up going on us. And that would be, for every conceivable reason, be bad. I don't mind the damage, and I don't even mind the enemies being healed. Oh, back to the 50-50, huh? All right. But I don't want to be inflicted with status ailments. I'm convinced that my odds have been rather bizarrely lucky, all things considered, lately. I'm okay with it. I'm just still kind of waiting for it to all turn against me. You spend so much of your time being phenomenally unlucky in every way, and you just kind of expect that to be the norm for you, you know? Oh, hey! It decided to just cut the bullcrap and hit us. I didn't even know it could. Good for it. Okay, well, that's not great. It's decided to also start dodging our attacks. That's That's a bit of an issue. Just not the status. Oh!
That's just not right.
Alright, well then fine. Not really much of a reason even bothering. Alright. I feel like you could probably use timing to be able to win this. I'm not positive on it, but it feels right. The way that it works and the way that it slows down when you hit the button, I feel like it actually is timing based and not just for RNG, which it very well could have possibly ended up being.
Please be careful.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. Shabow! I mean, the monster's already almost completely flat out the deaded, so just don't bother me with status ailments. Yep, all right. You may do this as many times as you want. Seems like the most damage you can do is 200, and I have a way of being able to heal that, so I'm really not that worried. I mean, yeah, sure, I'd rather it be a higher amount of damage, but, you know, it's still not being done against me. Ultimately, it kind of didn't matter. I was going to spend the turn ending up, you know, healing myself anyway. But there we go. That pretty much tops us mostly off. And shanky shanky. Hell yeah! We got ourselves a 3-hit combo. Arrow rain! Huh. That was not nearly as impressive as it really looked like it should have been.
Hang in there.
Ready? But the people it did hit, it hit pretty hard. So, yeah, let's err on the side of caution for that one. Let's just assume that he's going to be able to do something like that immediately all over again, you know? And slap, bap, bibbidi bap. Bringing down the roulette wheel yet again. All right, oh. All right, well, there are worse things. And bloop. Alrighty. That's kind of the problem when you rely purely on luck to get yourself through battles. Sure, it's gonna work some of the time, but it's not gonna work all of the time. Then again, at the same time, I feel like that's really not that big of a problem for him because the roulette wheel does most of his damage, you know? So as long as he keeps doing Wheel of Fortune, I don't think it's gonna, like, do less. Of all of the various things, yeah. That probably was, like, the least bad thing he could have ended up with. Alright, well, I can't time myself for beans, so I'm just gonna hit the button and wish it luck. Ha! That's fine by me. Yep, moderate damage. Free damage, all for me. Straight to you. If one of us could miraculously land ourselves a crit, never mind. It just would have ended the fight is all and would have been super convenient and nice. Oh, Garudine. Yeah, that didn't do jiggity jack, my boy. You have accomplished nothing. You're looking like a fool is what you're doing. And shabadoo. Ta-da! Really, these boss shadows are really more about figuring out gimmicks than actually fighting them. At least that's the way it ends up feeling. Sure, I mean, obviously you've got to have at least a decent level going on here, but I feel like that could have easily gone significantly worse for me if I was just much more unlucky. Any ding-dong way, everybody definitely leveled up, which is pretty nice. So, now's the time to figure out where our missing dudes are.
Good job, everyone.
Man, talk about exhausting.
Junpei, I realize that the possibility for you to be on the team during that exists, but you weren't, so shut up. You did nothing.
This time, those two who call themselves Strega did not interfere.
It must be because we have Chidori. Anyway, I'm glad everything went well. But what happened to Shinjiro and Ken?
Akihiko, do you know something over there?
The chairman doesn't seem to be too concerned, so he went home.
Alright.
Yamagishi, where are those two?
I'm sorry, I haven't been able to locate them yet.
Okay, well, could you try slightly harder?
Let's return to the dorm, and then go from there.
Akihiko.
Akihiko, are you listening?
You seem to be in another realm right now.
Today is October 4th, huh?
Yeah?
Just go back without me. I'm gonna go look for them for a while.
Yeah, well, I can't see that ending poorly. Sure, go ahead.
Senpai? What's wrong?
Obviously something.
Akihiko.
Is this all related to the things we've gotten bits and pieces of? No. Well, there he is. There he is.
You came. I'm surprised you abandoned the operation. Do you know why I asked you to meet me here? 2 years ago today, October 4th. That was the day my mom died here.
Okay, so I guess this is how I thought it was going to be. You really gonna do this, Ken?
They called it an accident, but it wasn't. I saw the whole thing. You murdered her!
Oh boy.
Since then, it's been one bad thing after another. And all I get from people is sympathy, no matter where I go. What's the point in living?
I'm just gonna let the characters do what they're gonna do. I don't have any idea what to say to that.
I even thought about killing myself.
Oh God!
But Mom wouldn't have wanted that.
Oh, okay, that's, yeah, let's just not interrupt.
That's why I decided that I had to find her killer. You! You said once that you wanted to forget what happened on that day. So when I found out it was a full moon today, I knew I had to confront you. Today, Mom is watching over me. I'll make you remember what you did to her. I'm gonna kill you!
You think that that's what she would want you to do?
Do it.
Really sure.
Huh? No one's here.
Were we expecting someone to be here?
Anyway, why was Akihiko-san acting so weird?
I feel like Mitsuru would have something resembling an idea.
What's so special about October 4th?
October the 4th. That's right. I was so caught up in the operation that I didn't realize it. This is the day Amata's mother was killed.
You serious?
Yamagishi, I need you to find the two of them immediately. There's a good chance that they're together. Akihiko must have already realized that.
I understand.
Here's hoping we have time to get to them.
What's going on?
It would be nice to have the whole story.
Although her death was officially listed as an accident, we're the ones who killed Amata's mother.
Okay, see now there's a lot of implications to what you just said. Please elaborate.
It was 2 years ago, when we were pursuing an unusual shadow that had escaped into the city. We were in a residential area, but the shadow was all we were thinking about. Aragaki was still new, and he momentarily lost control of his power. Unfortunately, there was a casualty. Amata's mother.
No way. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, no, they definitely just make that up out of nowhere, Junpei. What the hell?
Then Tekken-kun senpai is...
Amata volunteered to join us. But now that I think about it...
He was quite literally doing that just so he could do this. Holy crap.
I found them. They're together, and another Persona user is nearby.
Akihiko?
No, it's a member of Strega.
Okay, well that's gonna make a bad situation 50 times worse.
That's not good.
Yes, thank you, Captain Obvious.
absolute nightmare.
She didn't say where it was.
Senpai. Come on.
That she literally never said where they were. I guess she said it on the way.
Do it. I won't stop you. You're right. I wanted to forget. That's why I left the group and tried to suppress my power. But nothing I did could erase the memory. And now I find myself here, the last place I want to be. It's my fault. This is what I deserve. But let me give you one warning.
Warning?
If you decide to take my life, you'll end up like me.
Ooh.
Just remember that.
Is that supposed to change my mind?
I don't really think that that's what his goal was, but I mean, whatever. To take it how you ever want to take it.
Even if all you have now is hatred, one day you'll regret it.
Shut up! That's a load of crap!
All right, well, if I'm being legit, I don't really think you're capable of doing it.
He is correct. There is no reason for him to feel regret. That is the nature of revenge.
Yeah, I really don't care what you have to say.
Is it not permissible to kill those who are themselves killers?
You.
The loss of Chidori has posed a bit of a challenge for us, but we cannot simply ignore your meddling. Do not fear. This life is but a stepping stone. Salvation shall be yours.
What?
You cannot defy fate. You shall die, whether or not it is at the hand of this boy. You've been taking those pills for some time now. You don't have much longer.
Holy crap! That's the side effect? Jesus.
What's he talking about?
That's bullshit.
Listen to your body. You know it to be true.
What does he mean? You're going to die? No matter what I do? That's not fair!
Interesting take.
All this time, I've been waiting for this!
The cause of death is not of importance. Besides, the breath of life is faint in you as well, child. After killing him, you were planning to join him, were you not?
Oh my god.
Since you are both destined to perish, allow me to do the honors. A slight change in timing shouldn't matter too much.
Go to hell.
Yeah.
No!
Oh my god.
Now then, with what life you have left, answer me this. There is one like Chidori among you, is there not? This has enabled you to locate and defeat those we wish to protect. Now tell me, which one of you is it?
I sincerely doubt he's about to tell you.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
There's no one.
Wait! It's me!
Excuse me?
Is that true?
Yes?
No.
That's the only reason they let me join?
Ken, no!
Quiet. You had your chance.
It doesn't matter anymore. I'll never have my revenge. I have no reason to live.
I see. So you have achieved resolution. How enviable. Then you shall be first. Rest peacefully.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of this? Why would you risk your life to save this child?
Shinji!
How very disappointing.
Shinjiro-senpai!
What's with a long face? Isn't this what you wanted?
No, Senpai!
It's all right. Give yourself time. Let your anger be your strength. Come on, kid. You're just a kid. You've got your whole life ahead of you, so don't waste it. Make it your own, okay?
But I...
Aki, take care of him.
I will.
This is how it should be.
After many hard-fought battles, your squad suffered its first casualty. The loss of your comrade was certainly unexpected. That night, no one spoke a word. And the next day... Jesus Christ. What the... Yesterday was a terrible tragedy. However, you must still go to school today. I can't be expected to just...
No words can express the sense of loss we feel as a result of this terrible tragedy. He had a lifetime of opportunity ahead of him. As educators, we are to blame for ignoring his silent calls for help. We lost him to violence before we had a chance to help him realize his true potential. Forgive us. Forgive us for our negligence.
The principal continues with his eulogy. You can hear people talking in front of you.
Will this speech ever end?
Now is not the time. I'm going to ask you once kindly to not talk.
I don't even know who this Aragaki guy was.
I heard he never came to school. Probably just some punk. Anyway, I gotta get home. I have to study for my mock exam.
The seniors turn to you.
Hey, you guys know who Aragaki is?
Yes.
Wait, you're not seniors, so how would you know? Anyway, can you believe this? Scary, huh?
Stop talking.
Damn, what's your problem?
A lot of things. Now shut up.
Shut up.
Huh? What are you doing?
I said shut up.
Iori, sit down. I'll never hear the end of this.
Just ignore them, Junpei.
For what it's worth, Junpei, I feel you.
Hey, have you seen Akihiko-senpai today?
Can't say that I have, no.
He was absent this morning. I wonder if he'll show up at all.
I'd frankly be surprised if he didn't.
I hope he's okay.
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Obviously.
When you get back today, please meet me in the lounge. You know what it's regarding.
Yeah.
I don't expect you to have collected your thoughts. In fact, I'm still at a loss myself. I'll see you then.
It's about Ken, huh?
Yeah, I imagine that would kind of be important.
This'll be a fun meeting.
Could kind of do without that attitude right now, honestly. People grieve differently. Just let it go.
Yo. I had the usual for lunch. Ramen tastes a lot better when you're cutting class. Make sure you invite me next time. Say something, will ya? Why are you always like that? You're so stubborn. Put yourself in my shoes for a change. You think it's the other way around, huh? I guess you're right. I was too obsessed with power. Ever since I lost Miki, that's all I've cared about. I thought that if I was strong enough, I could protect anyone. But I was wrong. And now you're gone too. I'm such an idiot. In battle, there's always a chance of dying. I knew that. But I was so focused on fighting that I didn't notice anything else. It didn't matter how tough I was. Look what happened! Yeah, I know. Crying won't change anything, will it? Alright, Shinji. You watch from there with Miki. I still have things to do, right?
Whoa! Seriously? The resolution in Akihiko's heart has awakened a new persona. Whoa. Polydeuces has given rise to Caesar. Holy crap, are persona awakenings tied to the story in this?
I know that much. I can't carry this guilt forever. I'm getting tired of it.
I'm gonna need some time to, yeah. I think you all know. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen next time, but I'll see you then. Wow.